HR tech. It's a category where we've seen a ton of companies over the years, and as a result, our bar is very, very high. But when we met Sam, we knew we had to invest. He has an amazing pedigree in the category, and his insight's truly unique. Without further ado, here's Sam. Okay, so my name is Sam Fitzroy. I'm the founder and CEO of Maia. I spent the early part of my career at Indeed. I was there for 8 years from their early startup days and helped them scale through $1 billion exit. And now I'm building a new employment marketplace of the hardest to reach talent in a way that nobody else is doing. And it's because of our unique approach and our scalability and the scalability of our model that Indeed co-founder Paul Forster has come on as an early major investor and strategic advisor. So, what's going on today in the world of HR tech? Employers spend $14 billion a year advertising their jobs, but it's super inefficient because they're missing a big group of people. 94% of people who reach an employer's jobs and their career site don't apply. And it's not because they're unqualified or because they're not interested. In fact, they are. There are a ton of great people in this group. But apply now is simply not the option that works for them. People are doing their research. They're early. They're trying to figure out what their next step is. People like Mike. Mike's been in his current job for 5 years. He's ready to move on, but he hasn't officially kicked off his job search. Plus, he's had a rough week. He's gotten in a fight with his boss, so today he's just poking his head up to see what else is out there. Mike isn't going to apply for a job today. He's just starting to get a feel for his options. But apply now isn't something he's going to do. And then you've got somebody like Sharon. Sharon is actually super excited. It doesn't look like it though. She's found an opportunity and she wants to apply. This is what she looks like 30 minutes after clicking the apply button. She starts with this. This is real. This is a screenshot I took yesterday. That's the password you need to create to apply for a job. Like you need a rocket scientist to crack that thing. So good luck, Sharon. When you're done with that, answer 50 screening questions, and then do a background check. All to show interest in a job. It's insane and it doesn't make any sense. And that's why 75% of people who start a job application don't complete it. Solving these crazy inefficiencies is the key to efficient hiring in the 21st century. And at Maia, we're helping employers connect with these candidates that they're losing, figure out which ones are the best fit, and hire them. So, how does it work? Employers embed Maia on their career site. We give candidates like Mike and Sharon a simple way to connect and show interest without applying to a job. Once connected, Maia builds a relationship with the candidate. We get to know their background, their interests, and their timing, and we marry that with hiring data we have from our deep integrations into the employer's applicant tracking system. That lets us figure out which candidates are the best fit for this customer. And this is working. We helped one of our customers hire 120 people in just their first few months using Maia. These are people who didn't apply and they would have lost. Now, what about the people who were not a fit for that customer? There were a lot of them. In fact, it was the vast majority of people who signed up. Normally, those candidates are considered waste. They're lost and forgotten about. But not anymore. Now, the candidates who are not a fit are added into Maia's candidate network, where we figure out what's unique about them and match them to other employers in our network where they're a better fit. This is a win for everybody. The customer where they signed up, you couldn't do anything better for your employer brand than say, we don't have a job for you, but let me help you find one somewhere else. Maia is a winner because we get a new candidate in our network, and the candidate wins because they find a match. And this is the unique path to our scalability. This is what makes Maia so scalable. This is already working. So for each additional customer we get, we dramatically accelerate the growth of our candidate network. This makes us super defensible, and we're already seeing a flywheel effect from this. The more customers we bring on, the more candidates we get, the more data we build, and the better our matching gets. It gets better as it gets bigger. While we're talking about big, let's talk about Sodexo. Sodexo already has a candidate database of millions of people, but their data is growing stale and Sodexo doesn't find a lot of value in them. For example, people who've applied to a job years ago where they weren't a fit, but now they've got more experience and maybe they are a fit for a new job. So Sodexo is inviting the 3 million candidates in their database into Maia so that we can revive them and figure out which ones are a best fit for their current job openings and help the rest find a job somewhere else. So the opportunity here is pretty big. This is one customer inviting 3 million candidates into Maia. There's at least 100 customers in the US alone with candidate databases this size. And these are exactly the types of companies that we're starting with. Sodexo, one of the largest food distributors in the US. Talbot's, a major nationwide retail brand. And Sunrise Senior Living, one of the largest senior living operators. What do these customers have in common? They're all hiring a ton of people. They spend a lot of money to do that. Actually, they waste a lot because of the inefficiency. And they're losing great candidates. Not anymore. We're helping them discover candidates and hire them with Maia. So, as I think about our path to growth, I often reflect on my time at Indeed. We were successful because we stayed focused, and that focus allowed us to be masters of execution. We're doing the exact same thing now with Maia. Focus and execution. So if you want to be part of the solution to hiring in the 21st century, come talk to me.